All right, a major development today concerning money for the new Mobile River Bridge.
Fox 10 News has learned that that project did not receive a federal grant. It was hoped to provide as much as $250,000 for the $2 billion project.
So what does that all mean? Our Fox News reporter Steve Alexander is in the newsroom now with a breakdown. Hi, Steve.
Well, with what happens now, a couple of meetings and a few other things, local leaders can reapply for that grant next year for the 2019 fiscal year. And they say the project, most importantly, will continue on schedule. Officials with the Mobile River Bridge and Bayway project told Fox 10 News this morning they were notified the project did not receive funding for a federal grant called INTRA, which stands for Infrastructure for Rebuilding America. Local leaders say they received official word from Congressman Bradley Byrne's office this morning.
It was very surprising. I think we all thought at this point in time that there had been enough meetings, there had been enough discussions with USDOT, that we had everything lined up.
Well, it's disappointment for sure. We worked hard on the grant and were very hopeful that we would get that funding through Alabama Department of Transportation. So it's a disappointment for sure.
Senator Doug Jones talked about the decision during an interview from Washington.
Yeah, that was disappointing. I've talked to the mayor about that ahead of time, knowing that that was at least a possibility.
And Congressman Bradley Byrne issued a statement saying, in part, this project is moving along as planned, and I'm eager to sit down with the Federal Department of Transportation in the coming days to discuss federal funding options as we continue to make progress. State transportation officials plan to meet with federal transportation leaders in Washington next week to find out why the grant wasn't awarded, but they say this won't delay the bridge schedule. Now, coming up on your only local news at 5:30, local leaders talk about why their plans to reapply for the grant are important and what can be learned from this time around. Reporting live from the newsroom, Steve Alexander, Fox 10 News.
Okay, Steve, thank you. Now, as Steve mentioned, this is just a temporary setback, and it hasn't stopped the competition to build the bridge. 3 companies will be presenting their proposals this fall, with the winner being chosen by the end of the year. Target date for completion, 2025.